Oh, little baby.
Hello, you all. Y'all know we just sometimes before we get on here, we have these wonderful moments. But just so glad we wanted to definitely welcome you all to the garage that we're opening up, the Grief Garage. And if you notice behind us, yes, it says TV, but it also will be a digital magazine. So we're in the this part of the studio right now where we'll be meeting with some of our different staff and our different partners. If you're reading the description below right now, it tells you how you can join us. You know, you can join us as a writer. You can join us as a guest. Because definitely, yeah, guest.
I can join.
You already here. You are the #1 VIP guest, baby. And that's the thing. We open the garage together. So my wonderful hubby will be out on the road with me, interviewing our different guests. Yes, we will be showing up, giving the male voice of grief as well as the female voice of grief. So we're going to have some wonderful guests that will be a part of the Amazon TV channel. So definitely link to the page and see who else will be there and what shows we'll be offering. So because that's very important. All of us have a voice. All of us have been on a grief journey, and we definitely want to hear your story. What you got to say, babe?
No, you're saying enough.
I'm saying enough. I'm saying enough. So the thing is, we're really here to talk about our why we're doing this, because I know y'all like singing. Y'all gonna have a TV channel, you gonna have a magazine. Why? Because right now, if more than anything, our whole nation is grieving, our whole world is grieving. And it's not just because of COVID. We were doing that pre-COVID. We just didn't understand how, as a people, we were really broken until COVID made us sit down, look at, and see what was really going on. So that's the I guess the good thing out of COVID. It gave us a time to really sit and look at all of the things that were going on. And so this isn't something new to us. As part of the Relationship Service Station, we were already talking about the healthy grief journey, but now we're just expanding so we can heal more people, reach more people, hear more voices, see all of the faces of the grief. Because what you realize, everybody that's grieving is not crying. Some people are internally crying and internally broken.
Yes, and yes, indeed. Internally crying, internally broken. They do it in different ways, and that's the issue with society. Because we want to know one or two ways, and we judge an individual on the ways, and that's when I'm so proud of my wife and myself that we diligently educate ourselves on emotion, rather than actions, and we concentrate on an emotion because we want to get down and really get down to the individual, what's the really problem going on, and that's where you can really communicate with a person and understand where they come when you deal with the emotion part instead of dealing with the action part of it. And there's so much grieving people out there in so many different languages. Yes. And we are blind to the situation. So, you know, each and every day is education for my wife and myself. And I enjoy coming on board with my wife, and because it's educating me, and it made me feel more better about relationship. It made me feel more better about understanding individuals, that certain situation that they are in. Some people, they don't deserve to be in that situation, but they can't help it. You know, we have to be able to hold their hands mentally, physically, and spiritually, and guide them through it, because each individual needs help. I don't care who you are. Rich, poor, white, black, Chinese, everybody need help. So I'm so proud of my wife. Sometimes I tell her I don't know what's going on, but I'm here, but she's hanging in there, and I'm so proud of her, and she's doing an awesome job. And you keep up the good work. I'm right there with you.
See, did y'all hear? He right there with me. And that's the beauty of us doing this business together. God definitely aligned us for this season that is coming on, because we're rolling out of just having grace, rolling into God's favor, and rolling into God's favor something, because we will be visiting you all in your city. So it's going to be more than a stream, because God spoke to us and he said, go fix. You know, COVID got us in a place where streaming, we got comfortable in in our offices. So grief for us is something where you have to get uncomfortable. You have to get outside of what you have become used to. And so this is for us as our marketplace ministry gets out there. God has told us to go and fix and serve. So the biggest part of our service is we will be showing up. We will be showing up in 17 cities. So definitely click on the link, because I want to see you. I want to see you. I want to see you on in those one of those 50 live seats. Yeah, baby.
Yeah,
what you think?
To say something that we were studying on. We are here to help grieving individuals, without a doubt. And we got your back. We are family in that area. But one thing that we are not going to do, and me and my wife talked about it, we're not going to entertain pity parties.
Amen.
We're not going to do that, because pity party is destruction of everything. And nothing pity party can do for their individual. So if you're looking for someone to entertain your pity party, I let my wife respond to that. Because I want to say something else, but I let her do that.
We're not going to entertain pity parties. So you don't need to get on board with us. You don't need to join us. You don't need to be a part of this journey if you're looking for a pity party. The only parties we're going to have some praise parties. We're going to have some testimonies of the through to thriving. That's all we're talking about. It's the through. We're talking about growing. We're talking about growth. We're talking about development. We're talking about progress. We're definitely not talking about caught in a cycle or a community that wants to constantly take you through a processes is what we're going to take you through, not a cycle. Good morning, Sister Nakia. Thank you. Yes, this is a blessing what God has laid on our heart. So it is. We are in a favor season right now where God is favoring us to get out there in the community. So we are definitely asking you to join us on the community service component. But if you're a local business or if you are a bigger entrepreneur business, definitely click on the links within this description, because we would love to partner with you for us to help heal a nation. We have a big assignment that God has given us, and we understand in this season there's about collaboration, there's about partnership, there's about connections. We have already been blessed to have 4 writers sign up with us, and yes, that's a blessing. So the digital magazine is already in the works behind the scenes. But if you want to put an ad in, if you want to sponsor somebody, or if you have a story. A story.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if you all have taken the time and read some of our media. We've been out here. What did we start this in 2016? 5 years. Yeah, that's why we coming to the end of God, grace, and then we're coming into favor. So 5 years we've been out here telling our story, sharing our story, people to tell people the testimony through. But the key is we want you all to tell some of your testimonies. So there is a show. We have 6 new shows coming out. So one of those 6 shows will allow you to give voice to your particular season.
And we have to be able to, y'all have to be able to help yourself. With my wife and myself can help y'all. And what I mean is really about this say it like this year is going to a trial, and you're going to, and you have to talk to your lawyer. You got to put everything on the table. Your lawyer can't do nothing for you if you don't put everything on the table. There's no private affairs when you go see your lawyer, because you hold stuff back, then you're gonna be surprised. So otherwise, I'm telling you, when my wife come to you, put everything on the table. It's no embarrassment. You don't hide nothing. That's the only way she can help you. That's the only way she can help you, because you have to open up, and because we want you to be satisfied when you leave our presence. You cannot be satisfied if you hide anything. Get rid of that pride. Get rid of that embarrassment. When you leave our presence, we want you to feel lightened.
Sister Nakia about to make me cry. She said I helped her.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, sister.
So kind of open up. When you come see this beautiful wife of mine, open up. That's the only way you're gonna be able to see the bright side of your situation.
And the thing is, on this platform, it's almost like you're getting free coaching. So jump in. And that's why I say it's here to heal a nation. We're putting these tools out here for people who cannot find the coach, who cannot find the seat or the place that they need to talk out. It is somebody who is needing this in this season right now. And like what my husband was saying, we're giving you the tools. We're giving you the tools. We're giving you the place to pulling in. We're giving you the access to the fuel. We're giving you the access to all of our parts and everything. But the thing is, are you willing to get dirty in your own individual life and do the work? That's the thing. We're looking for people who really ready to put the work in. So don't show up to say you have a story and all you're trying to do is advertise a project. What we're looking for is real people who are really ready to tell their real story, some of the heartaches and the pains that you go through during the grieving process, some of the real losses, because I like to tell people you don't lose just one thing on a loss. There are many things that you lose, and the most important thing you have to lose is losing your old ways, your old mentalities, your old thought processes. So that is that's a growth, a development. And I mean, if you all have ever saw just the inkling of our story, you know that we have been through the fire. We didn't get burnt, but we've been through the fire. So God would burn some of that old stuff off of us.
I like to say growth and development. And the way how we discovered growth and development is by moving the old furniture out the house.
Yeah.
Because you don't come to the Almighty Father asking for prayers that answer your prayers and you still hold on to your old furniture. Get rid of that old dusty furniture and make room, and the Almighty Father will be able to answer your prayers, and you'll feel a lot better once you move the old stuff out of the way. And as my wife say, have new growth and new development. But you can't have new growth and new development once you got a house full of furniture that you had for 40 years.
So we will be just taking you all on the journey with us through this process of getting the garage fully opened. So there are many components of the garage. Like I say, definitely click on the links if you're just a little bit curious, and your curiosity will be satisfied as far as what is going on behind the scenes and what we're doing in this garage. We're not just looking to get out to have a show, not looking to get out to have a magazine. Though that, I mean, I promise you that is not what I want to do. The ultimate goal is to change so that everybody can heal. And we always say we heal a person. There's one person that heals. One person that heals means it heals their family. And as their family heals, it heals the community. And it heals the community, then it heals the nation. So we are trying to reach and impact the nation. We have a specific goal of families that we're trying to reach in the next 6 months. So we have a goal of impacting 7,000 families to make change. So in order for that to happen,
7,000.
7,000.
That's all I got in the world. 7,000.
No, that's just the first level of impact. So, no, it is so many people grieving. The number is so high, but we gotta start someplace. A little trickling, a little touch. Yeah, we just.
I figure 7,000. You're just getting warmed up. You ain't touched the surface yet. So you say about 7 million. Then I start sweating a little bit. Then we're huffing and puffing and trying to get busy.
Yeah, but we'll get to the 7 million as God, grows us. But right now, with the one garage that we got going out, we will impact 7,000. That is our goal. And we pray to God that you help us impact more than that. But that is our goal, to reach out to 7,000 people, to heal them, to change them, to shift their lives. So if you all hadn't noticed, the Grief Garage is opening. And that is why this is my last live 4-week workshop that I will be doing, that is opening up in July 15th is the last day to register, is because right now God has me on a different type of assignment, where I cannot be doing the 4-week workshop. So it's the last one of this year. I can't tell you what God's assigned me for me in 2022, but if you have been looking for the opportunity just to work with me on a one-on-one space, this workshop is a great place to be. I am looking forward. If you're really ready to grow with the grief right now, jump into the work and working through the workbook and working through the things within yourself and start the process. If you know somebody and they possibly, the cost of the course is a little prohibitive, definitely text me and we can work something out, because it's never about the income as much it is about the impact and the change that I want to make on people's lives. So don't let the price tag scare you away. We will figure out a way for you to invest in yourself to make an impact and change. So let's not, because I know a lot of people, when I post stuff, they be like, whoa, that lady costs so much. But the thing is, I have so much free stuff that you can connect with me on, and we can talk and we can get through that. And that's why I say God has given us a place of grace that we can give to other people. So, and that's why he's given us favor to allow us to be able to give that same kind of grace that he has allowed us to travel through in this space.
Let me say this, there's, let's say this, we don't worry about the money, that will come. But the most important part on my wife and myself is peace. There's no price on peace. I mean, once you start feeling the way you're supposed to be feeling, you can see the joy in your life, there's no price. You can have all the money in the world, you still won't have peace. So focus on getting peace in your life. You live a lot longer, you'll look a lot better, and you respond to your situation a lot better because you have peace. You won't be all frustrated with yourself.
So we are on this journey to help people definitely get to a peaceful place, get to their thriving place.
She helped me. Ooh, it was a piece of puzzle. She helped me. She might lose a couple of hairs in her head, but she got me out of this.
Well, we'll do a jump in on one of these days to talk about our journey and how we got to this grief garage. But I definitely wanted to start you all off with this assignment, because I know people see different posts at different times. So definitely share this with some people who who are going through the process of grief.
Forget the pity party.
Yeah, no pity parties. We only have a praise party and testimony talks.
I'm talking to them individuals out there. When you get ready to have a discussion with someone to have a dialogue, delete the pity party, because y'all guys coming together that brings each other out of the sandbox. Okay? That's what it's all about.
But share, tag with somebody that is going through or hadn't even started the process, because and this is the people we talk about, the people who are stuck at a place of grief, who are stuck in hurt. They are stuck in a tornado of dealing with the tumultuous change, and they don't know how to embrace change. That's right. They call it a whirlwind of change, and they don't know how to just take a moment and say, hey, we got to pause these winds so we can reflect on where it is that we need to be going.
And I learned something over the 4th of July weekend. I'm a workaholic. I love to work.
He just learned it.
Even though if I don't make no money about it, I still like to work. I love to stay busy, keeping my mind occupied all the time. But I learned something over the weekend, and my wife and myself in Anderson, Alabama, and to a nice entertainment. And the part I loved about it, especially as I saw the young people. Relaxation, letting it go, loosening up, and being free. And that's what you gotta do. We all tense. We all tense sometimes. We all be tense all the time. And when you be tense, and just like a towel, you're trying to squeeze water out of a dry towel, it's impossible. When you're under a lot of pressure all the time, you make weird decisions. Your walk in life is not like it want to be, because you scared to make a walk because something's gonna happen not the way you want to happen. But I learned a lot from how to be relaxed, which you've been working on me that too. We need to get out more. And I don't like get out more, but you working with me, so I'm getting out, feeling a lot better. But I learned a lot from that gathering that we had over the weekend, because it made me saw more than life than just shut up in a box. My box is working all the time, and see what the other world is about.
Y'all got some boxes, and that's the thing. My husband is just trying to tell you, get out, join us on this journey, get out of your box, have a little fun, let a little loose, let loose with us. Whatever it is, whether, you need to let loose as a writer giving your voice, whether you need to come on one of the shows and we just have a good time and let me tell you, I will cry with you. We'll cry together. We'll release some things. So we will find our place on how to do it. But the thing is, just be yourselves. Yes. So I'm thankful for the opportunity to just jump in today. But if you know somebody who is stuck in a box or caught up in the wind, or who just needs to pull in the garage for a little bit because they just got something that is not allowing them to live through their fullest because grief has a hold of them. And I'm going to get into on some of these other, when we jump in, grief, in conjunction with loss and bereavement and mourning, how all of those terms we like to use, but what does it really mean in our emotional space? And, a lot of times we only like to see grieving as in a death aspect. So we will be talking about all of that. So just, and it will happen right here on the Relationship Service Station page, not creating another Facebook page, because this is an entity of the Relationship Service Station. And I want you all to still have access to it right here, but I would have to go, follow another page. We are, this is our home. This is our place right here on the Relationship Service Station. But if you want to see, the day-to-day things, you can jump over on Instagram at the Grief Garage TV, where we will be talking a little bit more. We will be introducing the writers. Like I said, we already have 4. I am looking for a few more, and I'm looking for a few good men. I don't want it to be all the voice. A lot of time, the only people that want to write and tell their story are women. So, I have to get my husband out here to show it with me, because he would like for me to be the voice and the face all the time too. So men, show up for your other men who need to hear your story, because my husband is very transparent, about the emotions and things that men go through. So what you got to say to men about showing up to write?
Just very important. Yeah, if men, we need to get out of this. You need to ask. I'm kind of hard on us when I say men. I'm hard on myself too, but we need to step up in all 3 different categories: emotional, physical, and spiritual. And I'm speaking of that because we carry ourselves, but we were taught this, and I found out that's wrong with. And we carry all our problems on our chest. You have to realize there's more men in the beer house and the liquor house than there is women's. There's more men on drugs than there is women's, because we are, think we Superman. There's only one Superman around here. That's up in the sky up there. And we need to be able to open up and take our problems and get them dissolved. We can't fight this. We can't fight this alone. That's why so many of us in the graveyard, in the jailhouse, and in the doggone hospital, because we carrying the whole world on our shoulder. Yes, we are men. Yes, that's right. We are men. But doggone it, we also can lose our kryptonite too at any given time. So we have to be able to open up, take a deep breath, breathe out, relax, and let another individual really know how you're feeling. You have to come clean. Let them know. Just don't give them bits and pieces, because you ain't doing them hurting yourself and hurting them, because you're wasting your time and wasting their time by discussing with them. So we need to open up. That when I go on meetings with my wife, the thing that really hurt me really bad is she can have about 400 people in our gathering and talking to her, and only about 3 or 4 men in the whole atmosphere listen at what she had to say. And that's a sad case, because we are leaders. We are leaders. We are leaders, not in a destructive way. We are leaders, spiritual wise, emotional wise. We are leaders, and we need to step up to the plate, because we're gonna lose it.
Yeah, we need men to heal, because men, if you are the head of your household, you are the head of a corporation, you are the head of a business, whatever you are the head of, we need you to be a healthy head, leading people in a whole healthy place. Yes. Not carrying your hurt, your bitterness, your anger, your addictions. So these are things that's why I say you need to be more than the 1% that shows up for yourself, because you're more than 1% of the population. So that is a blessing. And I mean, in my household, it's more men than women, because it's my husband, 2 sons and our daughters, but they outnumber us. So the thing is, when you think about that, we need them. If they outnumber us and they're our covering and they're our lead, they need to be healthy. Otherwise, we're going to be carrying them. And we already have enough load and enough hurt that we can't carry hurt people. So men, get to a place that you're willing to step in, get the help, use your voice. So if you know a man who has been through, who is strong, tell him to step up, tell his story. And this is not an investment. This is a straight tell your story.
Yes.
I'm looking for people who are writing from a genuine place. So realize this opportunity is actually about sharing your voice and sharing your story. So that is a true place. Please click on these links. This is not about a trick to get your email, a trick to get your phone number. This is really so you know where we're coming from, the genuineness and the transparency of our heart out here trying to actually heal a nation and blessing people.
You know, this part you say, you heard what you said, it's not about getting your emails and all this stuff. If an individual mindset is that I want to get my email or telephone number or whatever, they don't need to be in this. I'm being. They don't need to be on Facebook anyway because we already got it. But what I'm saying, my point is, they don't want to help themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. They want to continue to suffer. I'm keeping it real now because you follow me on Facebook, real talk. And you got a mindset of that. Say I want to get out my email or whatever address. You don't need help. And the problem is good if you don't need help. But the problem that you really discovering, you're hurting the loved ones behind you in your house. My wife just said something ago. Said they are outnumbered. We outnumber them in this house. But that's the staggering part. The important part, that we outnumber them, but we don't outnumber them in thinking because you don't want to carry our loads. No, and my wife and my daughter and my granddaughter, they outthink us because our mind is set on one thing. A woman think 1,000 times quicker than a man. So we need to bring that up. We need to bring that up. And men, we need to handle our business. Instead of I say a whole lot of stuff. I let my wife keep talking.
y'all know when he get on y'all, but the beauty is we really don't, this is not and don't get me wrong when I say that. I want to empower the women, but I want to make sure at the same time you don't feel like this is a division or pushing the men away. Yes. This is about empowering all the left behind, all the nation.
Right.
It is about every sex, color, creed, because the thing is, at the end of the day, I owe each and every one of you all love. And that is what I'm holding to the scripture that God says, I owe each and every one of you all love. So from a place of love and service, I am showing up according to my assignment right now in this season. God told me to go. So God is guiding me out of this COVID comfort of live stream and showing up in this place. Now, we will be doing some live streams still, just like we are now. We will be showing up in these places. But the thing is, we will be out with the community, creating content, developing relationships, passing out tools, actually giving coaching sessions. We will be serving and pouring back into communities. And if you missed, we said our goal is 7,000. If you want to be a part of that touch and you want to increase that 7,000 to another number, definitely join and partner with us. Yes, sweetie pea.
Here's the most important part, which they probably already know about it. We don't have no cut card. Everybody get it treated the same. You have $1 million, you have $20 million, you have 1 cent. You still get the same
love.
There you go.
The same love, the same service, because that is what we are on a mission to do. So whether you're watching this in the live or in the replay, just let us know where you are live watching and from, putting in where you reside. That way we'll know to make sure I touch bases with you to let you know when I'm coming to your city, because if you're here watching, you're already here supporting. I do want to make sure that I can see your wonderful, lovely face. I don't like to just string the people. I like to actually touch and agree with people at some point on this journey. So don't just be a watcher. Show up so that we can actually connect together and build together. So you got some closing thoughts for us, babe?
I love this part. No, this is, I'm going to leave you with. When Almighty Father give you breath in your body to wake up and leave out of your house, always remember this. my day is always going to be a great day. Nobody can mess with me. My day is going to be the great day. My point was saying that you got control of your emotions. Nobody's got control of your emotions. You got control of your actions. You got control of your physical thinking. So I always say I'm gonna have a good day. Good. You keep saying that I'm gonna have a good day.
The good is coming out today.
It's coming out. So I leave you with that.
All right, let the good come out. Let the good times roll, y'all. And we will be rolling through your city sometime soon with the Grief Garage. And we look forward to seeing you all. Tell us where you're calling from so I can tell you when we'll be there.